If the ISI mark in the cement bag is red color, then it is dash.
Sharp thinking. PPC is the right choice.
To obtain a very high-strength concrete, use very fine-grained.
Clear logic. Your choice granite is sound and 100% true.
For small works, concrete is transported manually through dash.
Excellent choice. Steel buckets or pans is the right answer.
Dash of concrete is the separation of ingredients in concrete.
Excellent. Segregation is a brilliant choice.
The manufacturing date of cement should not be more than dash.
Right again. 3 months is a valid answer.
The standard sand nowadays used in India is obtained from. Good thinking. Ennore is the right answer. Permissible compressive strength of M150 concrete grade is.
Solio 50 Kajik CM2 is a valid choice.
Dash test is used to measure the sound velocity of concrete.
Correct. Ultrasonic pulse velocity is the right answer.
The most useless aggregate is one whose surface texture is.
You got it. Your choice glassy is right.
The bulk density of aggregates is generally expressed as. Nice work. You chose kg/liter, and it is correct.
Mass of a substance to mass of equal volume of water dash. Great thinking. Specific gravity is the right choice.
Fine aggregate is typically less than -inch diameter. You chose 1p4, and it is correct.
Which of the following is example of destructive testing?
Valid point. Split tensile is true.
Reaction that takes place when water is added to cement.
Nice selection. Hydration is the correct and valid answer.
Particle size distribution of aggregate is called dash.
Good job. Your answer grading works well here.
The total strength of the concrete will be achieved in.
Well done. 28 days is the right choice.
When water is added, the cement starts to become dash.
Smart pick. Solid is the correct choice.
A fluorescence in cement is caused due to an excess of.
On track. Alkalis is the correct answer. Which of these is not a step in concrete construction?
Smart move. All are correct is an accurate answer.
Allowable shear strength of concrete depends upon. Great job. Shear strength is the accurate answer.
For high-strength concrete, the best aggregate is.
Correct response. Irregular and angular is the most accurate answer. What is the chemical formula for aluminium oxide?
Well reasoned. Reckless is the correct choice.
If finest modulus of sand is 2.7, the sand is.
Perfect. Medium sand is the correct choice. Ordinary concrete is not used for concrete grade. Exactly. M400 makes sense, and it is right choice. Common types of materials for concrete forms are. Bravo. All of the above is the answer.
When dash is added to cement, it begins to set.
Strong choice. Water is the right answer.
Sieve used for fineness test of cement is dash. Right choice. Is sieve 0.9 is the best answer.
Dash batching is preferred for important works. You're right. Way is the correct answer.
Mass of a material in given volume is called.
Well picked. Bulk density is the correct answer.
Excess amount of silica in cement results in.
Nicely done. Increase the strength is a solid answer.
Which is code is refer for aggregate grading?
Is 383. 1970 is a solid answer.
Dash is a binding medium in cement concrete.
On track. Cement is the correct answer.
In concrete terms, what does CMU stand for? Right choice. Concrete masonry units is the best answer.
In a concrete mix, M2020 stands for dash.
Correct. Characteristic compressive strength is the right answer.
Aggregate retained on 4.7 nm code. Right again. Coarse aggregate is a valid answer. Slump test of concrete is a measure of its.
Smart pick. Consistency is the correct choice.
What is the percentage of lime in cement?
Sharp thinking. 60-67% is the right choice.
Ready-set cement allows a handling time of.
Clear logic. Your choice 10 to 15 minutes is sound and 100% true.
1 bag of cement is equal to dash liters.
Good thinking. 35 is the right answer. Habib Group of Institution was started in. Correct response. 1997 is the most accurate answer.
Dash aggregate is preferred for concrete.
Nice work. You chose angular and it is correct.
Dash is the major constituent of cement.
Excellent. Lime is a brilliant choice.
Specific gravity of Portland cement is? You're right. 3 Funstein is the correct answer.
Which of the following is additives?
Solid response. Gypsum is a valid choice.
M10 grade of concrete approximates.
Perfect. 1 through 6 mix is the correct choice.
Cube mold size for concrete test.
Nice selection. 150 nanometers is the correct and valid answer.
How is concrete typically ordered?
Smart move. By the cubic yard is an accurate answer.
Rapid hardening cement is used in.
Exactly. All above these make sense and it is right choice.
Approximate percent of cow in opposite is.
Valid point. 60-67 is true.
M50 is a dash strength concrete.
Good job. Your answer high works well here.
Dash is not a Bogues compound.
Well picked. C2A is the correct answer.
Reinforced concrete dash.
Well reasoned. Contains steel bars is the correct choice.
Concrete is a mixture of.
You got it? Your choice all of these is right.
Creep can be defined as.
Bravo. The time dependent is the answer.
Factors affecting creep. You chose all the above, and it is correct. Cement consists of dash.
Great thinking. Fine powder is the right choice.
JDF Dob.
Excellent choice. 2 is the right answer.
Plasticizer dash. Well done.
helps the concrete flow is the right choice.
Quartzite is a
Strong choice. Metamorphic rock is the right answer.
gravel is dash.
Great job. Coarse aggregate is the accurate answer.
How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format?
Solid response. Contact Narayan Changder is a valid choice.